I'm Johnny Banks.
I am Nikki Banks.
Hello, I'm Brooke.
My name is Richard Stubb.
I'm Wes Brazier.
I'm Ephraim Matias.
My name's Gabe Hurst.
I'm Dean.
I'm the lead singer and executive producer of Joshua Shine.
My main job here at Joshua Shine is doing vocals.
Yeah, I'm a singer.
I'm a professional saxophone player.
I'm a lead guitar player.
Songwriter, recording engineer, mixing engineer.
I play guitar, do some backup vocals.
You can probably see for yourself. Don't know what to call this.
Grab hold of everything, 'cause you know I'm behind you all the way. Anywhere that you go, I'll always be there. I think we got a hit record.
I founded it. And I spent $500,000 to launch it. Bought a studio, learned how to run it, brought in interns, kept the ones that were worth their salt, and that's how it came about.
About 20 years ago, John and I, we were friends. We were hanging out and we came together one day and mentioned visions we had. And it turned out to be the same exact vision. All the details were the same. Everything was exactly the same. So we started up this band. And the vision was we were going to be the biggest band in the world. It's taken a long time, but you will see, we will get there.
I originally met John back in, when I was 17. I was actually in a band with his younger brother-in-law, and he would bring us up to his studio and kind of show us the ropes of how things went. And you know, 10 years later, or 8 years later, something like that, he ran into my mom at one of his daughter's high school events, because she worked at the school, and he was just like, you know, have Wes give me a call, and then I came into the studio, and you know, it's kind of been hooked ever since.
Well, as I said before, I was working at a 5-star diamond resort in Jamaica, which is called Breezy's Grand Resort and Spa, where I play saxophone for the band there, plus I was a band leader, and I do a little bit of DJ too, you know, so.
Well, I've actually been working with my father as part of the studios that he's owned throughout the years. So, when I first found out about the new studio, as in Joshua Shine, I was really excited about it because I had actually been part of Larkin's visual performing arts, which is pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. But it gave me a step up in having a little bit of theater education.
Somehow I ended up bumping into John, and I've been writing music since I was 12, so it was refreshing to find someone who was like thoroughly into music as I was, and looked at it the same way as far as like as a business. Me being young, I had no understanding of like how to generate money making music, but I always understood that it is a business.
I met John, the executive producer, John Banks. I met his daughter. I went to Larkin High School with her, and we knew each other for a couple of years, and she told her dad she knew a pretty okay guitarist, you know, and that she could bring him in, you know, let him track some stuff. And so I met him when I was 17, and it's been a couple of years, and he needed someone to fill in for a guitarist that dropped. So he asked me to come on the job, and you know, it's the opportunity of a lifetime, so here I am.
At first I started out working up to it by doing my job and seeing if I had the talent to do it. You know, then I finally got myself up to it, and now I'm doing what I love.
The best moments of Joshua Shine.
Our best moment, I would say, when we make jokes of each other. You know, we laughed and, you know, we have a good time, you know. So I would say that's our best moment, you know.
Well, the best moments are probably when we've gotten to help some of the other players like Richard. You know, Richard at 5 years old, his mother couldn't support him and she left him on the streets of Jamaica. And from 5 years old to 10 years old, he lived on the streets with absolutely nothing. At 10 years old, the authorities finally found him probably stealing food. You know, he had to live. And they beat him pretty bad and took him to Alpha Boys School. And at Alpha Boys School, Richard lived there until he was 18. That's where they trained him to play several different horns. He's played for Nelson Mandela, the Pope who's passed away now, Queen Elizabeth, all the magistrates of the islands. He's played with the Grateful Dead, Bob Weir, you know, Kenny G. I mean, and Richard, when I found Richard in Jamaica, it felt good to help him get out and to help him have a chance at something different.
You know, I think the best moments for me are just being here and hanging out with these guys.
You know, just with those moments when we can just be fascinated with what we're doing.
The successes, I mean, literally the personal successes of learning something, recording something, learning a new technique.
And I don't think there's such thing as a typical day in Joshua Shine.
Oh, I'm gonna punch him.
You know, hitting our marks every single day, bettering ourselves and our ability to work together, and you know, it's like rocks in a tumbler. Just polishing each other up.
Now it's songwriting, singing, having fun, hanging out with the bands.
And you know, sometimes we're mixing, sometimes we're tracking, sometimes we're editing video, sometimes we're editing audio, sometimes we're building our sets. You know, there's just so many different hats that we wear, that each member of Joshua Shine wears.
I remember the first time I ever tracked with him, it was, I don't think I ever had any more fun.
It's usually a lot of work, just getting everything done.
It's just awesome.
We're more than just another band. It's more than just music. We do bring our whole show and, you know, feeling to what's going on around us.
Doing something at this level is not easy.
And that's another thing that makes the band really cool, is that we have the cultural diversity.
It was God's will to create this band, and we're gonna take over the world. We got God backing us, so I don't know of any other band that's got that, and if there are, give us a call. Well, busy.
It's a lot of work. There's always something to overcome. There's always a brother to work with and, you know, to overcome things with.
I do a lot more work.
Far busier. It's actually a lot better.
Life is great, what can I say?